Hey everyone, it's Ethan or Miist back again for another video today. Welcome back to the channel, guys. We're here again for yet another video. Today we're going to be talking about every movie I watched last week. And yeah, I mean, let's get into it. Today was actually, I think, the lowest amount of movies I've watched so far in a week this year. Or in a week span, at least. I watched, I think, 12 or 11. Let me actually double check. I don't remember. 12. So, yeah, I mean, whatever, right? My themes for the week were Cars and Denis Villeneuve. So, interesting week. I didn't end up finishing the third movie in time, but Mel and I are going to finish it. So, with that being said, let's get into it with my least favorite watch of the week, which was Dune 1984 or 1985. Either way, did not enjoy this one very much, especially after watching the first two, and I'm glad I watched, or not the first two, but the Denis Villeneuve two, because I'm glad I watched those two first, because I would have really spoiled both of the movies for me. So yeah, glad I watched the original after, but yeah, I just did not enjoy the original. A 44 out of 100, was just really uninteresting, and a dreadful amount of exposition throughout that entire movie as well. So with that being said, let's keep going to Cars 2, which is definitely the worst of the Cars for me. I love the first and third. The second one's just not good. I ranked it a 59 out of 100. Just really don't enjoy it. I don't really like Mater that much either, which is probably a hot take, but yeah, I can understand why people hate this movie. I don't hate it as much as some people do, but just not for me. Moving on to my lowest rated Denis Villeneuve movie, which is Enemy. I just don't get the hype with this one. I don't think it's that great. I really don't think it's anything too special. It's just not for me, man. I really don't understand why so many people love this movie. Again, I just don't think it's that great. It's a 77 out of 100 for me. I've watched it twice now. My rating hasn't changed. I do think it's good, but I don't think it's anything crazy special, wonderful, beautiful, like some people have it at like a 5-star near perfect movie. But yeah, I just don't really enjoy this one, unfortunately. And like I said, my least favorite in Denis Villeneuve's catalog. So let's move on to Cars, which is crazy how low this is, and it's at a 90 out of 100, but it really just shows how great of a filmmaker Denis Villeneuve is. So yeah, Cars is a 90 out of 100. I originally had it at an 85, only 1 point above the third, which, yeah, I regret that because I raised this up 5 points to a 90 out of 100. Man, I love this movie. This is one of my favorite movies from my childhood. This was one of my most played movies from my childhood, and in my opinion, it still stands up today. I don't know why there's so much bickering, and I don't know, I don't understand why people don't like this movie. This movie's fucking fantastic. Every time I watch it, it gets better. I love it so much. Mel and I watched it together. She loves it. She loves the entire trilogy. I don't like the second, but yeah, with that being said, let's keep going on to Sicario, a 93 out of 100. This was one of the most intense action thrillers I've seen, honestly. It was like pulsating almost. It was just truly made you, like, I don't know, feel, I guess. Like, the score was incredibly intense. The directing and filming was truly spectacular in this one, and it was a super unique action thriller, in my opinion. A drug bust cartel kind of movie, and it was really great. Truly great. Yeah, I really enjoyed this one as well. Obviously, a 93 out of 100. So I mean, there's a lot around this 93 mark. Up next, we have Incendies, also a 93 out of 100. This was my first Villeneuve watch of the week, and it's a first-time watch for me as well, Sicario. And both of them were just floored me, especially Incendies. The twist was crazy. It was not something I was expecting, although I, like, last second, like literally the second before it was revealed, predicted what it was. and it blew my mind. This is one of the most brutal and depressing movies I've ever watched, with a sad story about a family and its family history and the dark periods in that family history. And holy fuck, it was tremendous. It was absolutely tremendous. This is one I feel like could really go up the ranks for my Villeneuve watches, because this one was fucking wild. Again, a 93 out of 100. So with that being said, let's move on to another first time watch for myself, which is Arrival, a 94 out of 100. This is one I wanted to knock off on my watch list last year, but I never got around to doing it, so I'm glad I was able to get around to do it this year, because it was amazing as well. And Denis just makes these incredibly thought-provoking movies that really make you think, and this, of course, is one of them. Many people probably wouldn't expect it to. Many people probably thought it would just be like this sci-fi thriller, which it is, but like it asks some crazy questions as well, and it really makes you think about the way you look at life. And that's just kind of what Denis is all about in his films, and that is truly spectacular, I think. So a 94 out of 100, like I said, for Arrival. And with that being said, we'll move on to yet another 94 out of 100, Blade Runner 2049. This is a rewatch for me. I have watched this one before. I watched both Blade Runners at one point, I think 2 years ago now. And I enjoyed this one a little bit less on rewatch. I ranked it a 95 originally, down to a 94 this week with my rewatch. So don't enjoy it as much, but I still think it's tremendous. It's a fucking spectacle. It's a beautiful movie to look at. One of the best movies you could possibly look at. It's fucking crazy, man. It's so gorgeous. The colors and use of colors in this movie is tremendous, with fantastic cinematography all throughout the movie as well. But it's not Denis' best, which we'll get to here in a moment. So now, all three of my top three movies are a 99 out of 100. And honestly, I don't even know if this is the accurate order or not. I really want to watch all three of these back to back to back, even though I basically did it this week. But at number 3, a first time watch for me, Dune. Unreal, man. Kitty? You okay? So yeah, a 99 out of 100 for Dune. It was amazing, and the score and the sound design and every scene was fucking amazing. It was so beautiful, and it was so sick to listen to feel, and to hear. It was crazy. It was so nice to look at as well, and it's the same thing with my number 2 of the week, which is Dune Part 2, also at a 99 out of 100. Again, the same thing. It made you fucking feel. The sound and the score pushed you to the limits. Like, it just made you feel insane in a good way. Like, it was tremendous. It's some of the best work that Zimmer has done score-wise. The sound design of both of these movies are fucking fantastic, and the score is tremendous. The visuals, the CGI, the special effects, the cinematography are truly some of the best I've ever seen. Oh, jeez. I think literally the cinematography is, like, in Dune Part 2, every single shot put me on the floor. Like, it was wild. And yeah, I can't wait to rewatch both of these two movies, because I do think they could both go to 100 out of 100, but for now, a 99 out of 100. But with that being said, my favorite movie of the week, and still my favorite Denis Villeneuve movie, is Prisoners, a 99 out of 100. I raised it from a 98 to a 99. I still don't really want to quite give it that perfect mark yet, but I still consider it my favorite Villeneuve movie, and it's crazy because I didn't think I like this movie so much, but it floors me every time. It's some of the greatest acting I've ever seen, in my opinion. It's terrifying, it's haunting, it's dark, and it's got, again, just another great message in, like, most of Villeneuve's movies, where it's got so many questions. You ask so many questions. How far would you go if, and truly tremendous. So yeah, with that being said, let me know if that's a hot take. But thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.